What if I told you that at 90 years old a man found love again after losing everything? Not in a fairy tale, but in a quiet town, where no one expected a spark to ignite this late in life. But it did. And it changed everything. Thomas Jenkins had loved deeply once. His wife Margaret was the center of his world. For 58 years they lived, laughed, and even danced in their kitchen every Sunday morning. But when she passed away, so did the music. For over a decade, Thomas lived in silence, until fate had other plans. One cloudy afternoon at the local library, Thomas reached for a book on gardening, only to bump hands with a woman who smiled with the kind of warmth that melts decades of frost. Her name was Elaine. She was 87, curious, kind, and had a twinkle in her eye that reminded him of dancing Sundays. What began as shared book recommendations turned into coffee chats, then long walks by the lake. Thomas found himself laughing again, his eyes sparkling with stories. The townspeople began to notice. "You're glowing," they'd say. He was. Love had quietly returned. At 90, Thomas didn't think he'd ever feel love again. But there he was, asking Elaine to dance in his kitchen on a Sunday morning. And she did. No one knows how many chapters are left, but Thomas learned that some stories don't end. They simply begin again, differently. If you're listening to this, remember, it's never too late to feel, to hope, to love. Life doesn't have a finish line for the heart, and as Thomas would say, sometimes the best part of the story is the part you never saw coming.